that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money, 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 money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grande.
We're already seeing economic data coming through showing a much better than expected Q1 growth.
We're going to see such growth and earnings progress over the next several quarters. People simply are not that concerned.
Yeah, really. Welcome to Phil's Gang, coast to coast around the country, off the Wall Street Radio Network, where you get the absolute truth about the market, the economy, everything. And the truth is that if you're buying stocks, and so many people have been buying stocks as of late, you're jumping in now because you hear about this booming economy that's upon us. Everybody's going to make a fortune. The economy's going to go nuts. You know what most people don't understand? Even if that was true, it's already been baked in the cake. It's already been baked in the cake. See, you had to buy your stocks going back like we did when nobody wanted them on March 23, 2020. That's right. See, when you buy a stock, you got to remember, the market is forward-looking. So if I'm going to buy a stock today at $20, I'm thinking that that stock is going to be $100 on April 5th, 2021. So I'm going to make sure that if I'm going to buy a stock, I'm going to buy it on March 23, 2020, anticipating that it will hit $50, $60, whatever. And when it does, here's what's funny. It goes down and everybody says, wait a minute, the stock did fantastic. The company just reported, God, they did beautiful. Look at the earnings. The earnings were terrific. What happened? I got in and the stock went down. Well, that's not how the market works. You buy. You have to anticipate. You have to anticipate what they're going to do. So that's called bake in the pie. So everybody that is now coming into the stock market and they're loading up on these big tech stocks like crazy, thinking they're going to be millionaires. They don't get it. It's already baked in the pie. Why do you think the banks today, they reported, and I'm hearing people saying, well, what happened? The banks did great. And their stock went down when they reported today. Because pros are selling into the news. You buy on the rumor that they're going to do well going forward, and then when they do, you sell. It's the same thing with this economy. They're telling us we're going to have the greatest economy in history. We're going to grow to 10%. Well, that's easy. Anybody can grow to 10%. An economy, you can grow anything to 10%. If you throw enough money at it, boy, are they throwing enough money at it. But the idea is it's sustainable. That's different. So you buy stocks early, anticipating the boom. And then if the boom does come, and let's say it does, it's going to be so short-lived because everybody, the pros, are going to be selling into it. So the worst thing you can do right now is jump in and be buying the stocks at this point, unless you're a momentum player. But that's a whole different story. If you're a momentum player, you got to understand how to invest as a momentum player. We do this all day long with our members. Call it buying, these stocks that are power stocks, making new highs. That's a whole different story. So many people are jumping in this market. It's insane. It's insane. So when you hear the word baked in, that's just a trader's lingo. It's just slang for expected. So you're buying today for what's expected out in the future. But now people are buying now, thinking now the boom's going to happen, so I'm going to buy my stock now as the boom happens. Doesn't work like that, and you're going to get hurt. You also need to know what is not baked into the market. See, everything's about anticipating. You have to anticipate. You know why so many businesses, startup businesses, fail? About 80% of all startup businesses fail. The first thing people will answer, well, because they're underfunded. No, that's not the first thing. Because they don't know how to anticipate. If 80% fail, 20% survive, that's because they know how to anticipate. And in stocks, if you're an investor, you got to be able to have that skill to anticipate. You got to have the right equipment, especially charting, so you can anticipate. And that's why 85% of people lose money in the market, because they don't know how to anticipate when to get out. And right now, so many people are setting themselves up for failure. It's incredible. But you're not going to listen to me. You're going to listen to these dopes. You're going to listen to all these dopes out here. And boy, there is enough of them. And these were the same people right before February 19, 2020 crash. And by the way, we were out, I think it was 1 or 2 days before the crash, because our chart turned red. Do you know that? When this big COVID crash, and they keep saying COVID crash. COVID was the trigger, but it's not why it crashed, but that's another day. But if you had our color-coded chart, you would have been out of that market. And not only out, you would have been shorting. You would have been shorting the market, making money as it went down 34%. You would have made money on stocks going down, called shorting. So easy to do. If you know how to push a button, you certainly can short. But now they're telling us about all these big earnings are coming and everything's coming. Just a bunch of nonsense. So again, if you don't have the ability to anticipate, you shouldn't be in the stock market. You shouldn't be in business. You shouldn't be in business. In fact, today, after the banks reported, I said to my members, I sent them an alert. I said, we need to start observing, anticipating the airlines stocks, that sector, as well as cruise lines, hotels, casinos, as well as energy, as well as oil drillers, refiners. They're going to start rallying. We got to anticipate that. And we got to start observing that so we can catch it. And we'll start buying some of these stocks early, as I believe there will be a possible rotation of money out of sectors like XLP, which is defensive stock, your Coke and Pepsi and so forth, out of the semiconductors, and even out of, yes, the big winners, XLK, which is the big FANG stocks, tech stocks. See, I believe there's going to be a rotation out of all of those, because inflation is a killer. It kills them. The other thing is, inflation alone, but what about the yields? The yields is what caused inflation, remember. And these yields are going to go one way, up. The yields aren't going to go down. And look what happened this week and last week with the CPI and the PPI. They all came in hot. Now, then I went on to tell them, okay, the stocks that I think they're going to really benefit is going to be the bank stocks. The bank stocks. Because as inflation, as the yields move up, the banks love higher yields, higher interest rates, but not the semiconductors, not the big tech stocks, not the big consumer stocks. So I sent them this today, and I told them to start observing. In the meantime, start taking some small positions, like on MGM and Carnival Cruise Line. We call them scouts. Just a couple shares, just so it's like a bookmark. It forces you to go back and look. How many times have you started looking at a stock and then you forgot to go back and the stock went up 30%? You say, oh, man, I missed it. But we don't do that around here. Hey, I'll be right back after this break. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. Color-coded chart free.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Graney, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now are the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from, all that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60-70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the dot-com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. Tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG, try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. Okay, so we're talking about how you have to anticipate. And think about this for a moment. When you're buying a stock and you're getting all excited, and why do you get excited? Because you're listening to the fake Business News Network. Their job is to pump these stocks, make you feel good, go and get you to buy these things, get you buy anything. That's their job. They're not there to help you. They're there to help themselves. And the owners, our owners, the top 1/100th of the 1 percentile, not the 1 percentile, not the 10 percentile. I'm talking about the top 1/100th of the population. They control the Federal Reserve, and they control our Congress, and they control the fake Business News Network. They control everything. They control judges. They control everybody, everything. Now, they have taken parking space in our heads since 2008, saying that their mission since 2008, after the market crash, was to grow this nation's economy to everyone's benefit, which was the biggest lie ever. Biggest lie ever. I mean, the only lie that may have been bigger is the one that Obama gave us.
If you like your doctor, you will be able to keep your doctor, period. If you like your health care plan, you will be able to keep your health care plan, period.
What a hell of a lie that was. Well, this is one big lie, too. In 2008, when they started to print all this money and started to do QE, and then they started to do stock buybacks, their lie was, this is to help everybody. If we can get the rich to get richer in the stock market, they're going to create all kinds of jobs. What a lie this has been. Their mission is to grow the nation's economy, the very, very wealthy. That's a lie. They're already wealthy. And so to everybody's benefit, really? Now let's think about this for a moment. Our owners grew the economy since 2008 a pathetic 2%. 2% over 13 years. Injecting, the owners injecting $18 trillion. $18 trillion. And they couldn't grow the economy more than 2% over 13 years. Why is that? Well, because over the same amount of time, our national debt grew 200%. So they're growing our debt 200%, but growing the economy only 2%. So they put in $18 trillion. $18 trillion. $18 trillion. They put in $18 trillion. Printed it, borrowed it, injected it, and they only could grow the economy 2%. That's it. But the debt went up 200%. Household debt was rising 60% faster than the economy. 35% faster than wages. What are you, nuts? But this was the biggest rally in history. So how could they put $18 trillion into this economy and only grow at 2%? Because that's not what they did. They shifted the money to the stock market. Exactly what they did. They shifted it to the stock market through QE and stock buybacks. That's what they did. They masked it. They masked what they're doing by taking parking space in our heads, the heads of the Americans, convincing them the stock market is the economy. Because fake Business News Network knows the general public, referred to by them in Wall Street as dumb money, they don't always focus on the same things as they do. And why it was easy to get this money and dump and focus on the stock market. Dump it into the stock market, not the economy. Now, because just think about it, most of them would not know the difference between the GDP and a broom handle. And this is what they count on. So think about it. And you think now they're going to do something good for you? They think about themselves. How can you take a national debt, increase it to our debt by 200%, only grow the economy 2% over the last 13 years? At the same time, they're telling us every day how strong this economy was. Remember how strong this economy was? It was all a lie. Lie. They don't even know the power of zero rates. They don't know the power of stock buybacks. They're like have a herd mentality. They just follow whatever the fake Business News Network says. They believe them, follow them, and all of a sudden they're sitting there saying, wow, look at the economy when they're looking at the stock market. They don't understand and they don't appreciate what QE is and stimulus. They wouldn't know QE and stimulus from a banana peel. And they all jump in the market. So the stock market grew 475% while our economy grew 2%. Think about it. 2%. Somebody should be in jail. Our stock market grew by 475% compared to the economy, 2%. I mean, don't you think someone should be in jail? They did this on purpose. The Federal Reserve, starting with Bernanke, and remember it went to Yellen, kept reminding us that Main Street would benefit the most. And I remember when some congressmen, Ron Paul and others, asked the question, who benefited the most? Was it Main Street or was it Wall Street? Oh, listen to what they said. Bernanke said.
Wall Street has benefited more than Main Street has? I don't think so.
Really? You don't think so? Main Street Wall Street didn't benefit the most. Well, let's talk about that. How much did Wall Street benefit since 2008 with the market going up 475% compared to Main Street, where the economy grew 2%? So how much? Let's see who really, really gained here. We'll talk about that the minute I get back. Join my gang. It's free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
Hi, I'm Phil Grain at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, the worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. Hi, I'm Phil Grande, philsgang.com. Are you tired of being lied to about some magical economic recovery that only benefits the 1%? And then when the market does collapse, you're sitting there calling your broker, what do I do? When you should be shorting? Learn how to short the market. Continue to listen to my radio show, philsgang.com. Become a member, only $39.95 a month, and learn how to short.
Don't wait. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG.
I've been a Phil's Gang member since 2014. Over that time, I've generated over six-figure profits. Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life. I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents. If you really trust in their system, you will do well.
For more information, go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. That's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Show. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Then go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-GANG. Now, here's Phil.
The unfolding of a market crash. If you don't think the stock market's going to crash, then you got to be nuts. This is going to be one of the biggest crashes ever. Just because they're stimulating the economy, they're plugging money in, keep driving up the debt. No, the market is going to crash. I bring you evidence every Friday on my YouTube channel. I review the week and tell you why we're getting closer to crash, so don't miss it. It's free for everyone. Go to my YouTube channel, Phil's Gang YouTube channel. That's right. Just go sign up, go to philsgang.com, and get your free 10-day trial, and you get the membership, and you get the color-coded chart. And while you're there, for those people who have mutual funds, And those are the folks who get killed, especially the folks that have 401ks with the mutual funds inside those things. They're brutal. Brutal. You have no idea when to get out. You have to depend on everybody. Well, I ended that because I developed a special chart that now identifies for you. If you have a mutual fund, it will identify when you should be getting out of that thing. You should be getting out or in. See with my color-coded chart, it also tells us when to get in. I'll give you an example. This last rally we just had, it's a fake rally. We know that. This rally that we had from the day that they reported the 933,000 jobs. Remember they reported that on Good Friday? And the market's been going straight up since then. All phony. And all you have to do on your color-coded chart, whatever stocks you do invest in, when they turn green, it tells you to get in. It tells you the institutions are buying and you should be buying. So example, we have Microsoft right after, again, the numbers came out on Good Friday, 930,000 jobs. That Monday, we started to play these stocks as momentum trades, investments. Apple up 5%, CPRT up 12%, Costco up 6%, another Microsoft 4%, STLD, a steel stock, 20%. And I'm not telling you every gang member made those gains. I'm telling you that's when the chart turned green and told every gang member, okay, now it's safe to get in. So maybe somebody made, instead of 10%, 5%. Maybe somebody else made 6%. I don't know what they all make. But if they follow the chart and when it turns green, that's the signal to buy to get in. But more important is the signal when to get out. First, it will turn yellow. Then it turns red. That's on the color-coded chart. It works. Check it out for 10 days. It's free. And again, if you have a mutual fund, we designed a chart for that. Does the same thing. Tells you when to get in, tells you when to get out. And we offer that for 30 days for free because it's a mutual fund. Those go slower. But you got to know when to get out of the market. I mean, just think about what they're doing right now. They're trying to take parking space in everybody's head that we got this huge economy that's coming that's going to grow 10%. And they're absolutely right. It will grow 10%. But as I point out every day, let's think about this. If the economy only grew 2%, 2%, I'm sorry, 2.9% since 2018. Our debt grew our stock market grew 475%. The economy only grew 2%. Don't you think something's wrong there? But it doesn't matter to us. You can, if you're going to put 8 trillion, 10 trillion, 20, and you want to push that market up with debt, or you can take all of that, just keep pushing the economy up, and to a 2% growth, 2.9% growth, you can drive it up to 10%. And they probably will do this. But you shouldn't be buying stocks today because they're saying they're going to grow the economy 10%. You should have bought your stocks back in March of 2020. You should be selling into this next rally, not buying into the next rally, and get ready for a correction. And this is what we do. We guide you through this. And every day at 2 o'clock, we post our portfolio, our member portfolio. We have a portfolio. One portfolio is mine. We've been in it for 4 years. And every day it's posted and tells you exactly what to do. Then we have another portfolio called Working Investor Portfolio, which is mostly ETFs, tell you exactly what to do. And it's posted at 2 o'clock every afternoon Eastern time, like today, Lowe's.
Lowe's, again, as this continues to go up like this, now, if you're experienced and you feel comfortable, you could add to this today because it did engulf. It's making a new high.
And he explains every stock in our portfolio exactly what to do, when to buy, when to add, when not to add, when to take profits, when it's going to start dropping. Does anybody else do that for you? No. And here's what's really dangerous. You're buying into this thing that the economy is going to explode and go up 10%. But that means nothing. How could this economy go to 10% when since 2008 to now, the economy went up 2.9%? But they're going to make it go 10%? I'll tell you how. Because of the massive debt. Now, here's the other thing. They keep telling us how they did this for Main Street. Oh, they help out Main Street. Really? Really help Main Street? Main Street got nothing out of it except debt, which they're going to raise your taxes. You go, oh, my taxes aren't going to go up. They're just people make $400,000 or more. Oh, really? Well, the companies that get hit, guess what? They don't pay a penny of it. Their shareholders pay it, and you and I pay it because they raise their prices. But think about this. You know what the gains were between 2008 and now? $22 trillion in gains. $22 trillion. The market went up. $22 trillion. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. Between 2000, when the market crashed, between February of 2020 and March of 2020. So March 2020 to now April 2021. Gains went up 22 trillion. Did Main Street get that? Did you get any of that? No. So they put this whole economy in debt. Think about the debt. They increased this debt by, in that short time, by 200%. 200% they increased the debt. But what did they get out of it? They split up 22 trillion in gains. You got none of it. The only people that got those gains were the top 1 percentile and the top 10 percentile. 80% of the people got nothing. Nothing. But wait a minute, they told us it was going to be for the benefit of everybody. Now they're going to raise these taxes to help get out of all this debt that they created. And you and I, you watch what happens. Our taxes are going to go up, or our expenses are going to go up. Our dollar's going down, and we didn't get a penny of the 22 trillion. Main Street got none of the 22 trillion. Only Wall Street. But Main Street, you're going to suffer because of our debt, because the debt went up 200%. So how is that helping all of us? National debt grows 200% compared to 2% of the economy. And now you got to pay that debt and I got to pay that debt. You got to be kidding me. Now, if you're in the stock market and you know what you're doing, you would got part of that 22 trillion. But most people will never get a piece of that. You know why? Because they're never going to get out in time. And the poor people are jumping in the market today, except for those who know how to play momentum. You're getting in at the end of the ride. The ride is here. You're getting in now. So let's think about, where'd all that money go? Isn't that amazing? The top 1%, top 10 percentile. And we're going to be the ones that going to get hurt because our debt is so huge. They added $8 trillion to our debt. We're almost at $30 trillion. Join my gang, free for 10 days.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Why pay thousands of dollars for a weekend seminar when for only $39.95 a month? philsgang.com provides all the daily market investing information you need to make profits in the stock market. With over 40 years of investing experience, only Phil Grandy and the philsgang.com team provide daily live investing webinars, up-to-the-minute market updates, all the investing educational videos you can imagine. Don't hesitate to learn, invest, and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG, 877-600-4264.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to philsgang.com or call one of our professional staff to answer your questions. 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Stop wondering about your financial future and start doing something about it.
When the market's open, we watch the market all day long. And when we see there's an opportunity for a stock, and it's a stock that we've been following, there's a lot of stocks we put on our watch list, and it has to hit a certain criteria. Then when it does, we alert you. You immediately get an alert. It says, we bought this stock, X stock, at $30. So you get an alert immediately. What's better than that? I mean, nobody does that for you. But the most important thing, they'll say, okay, here's why we're getting out now, or here's why we're taking profits. I think it's going to go down. Look, the most important thing is this. I want you to be prepared for when the market does tank or rally, that you're with us, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG. Join my gang right now, Phil's Gang. 877-600-GANG, and you'll be in position, and you'll sleep at night, and you don't have to worry.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
Warning. Google, Apple, Microsoft, Netflix, Facebook, all these hot stocks are going to crash. They're going to drop as much as 60, 70%. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Exactly what happened in the .com days is going to repeat itself. Remember, 85% of people lose money in the stock market because they don't know when to get out. I fixed that with my color code technology chart. It tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. That's right. Make sure you check it out. It's free for 10 days. philsgang.com. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. You probably heard me on the radio talking about investing in stocks and trading stocks. Well, this is a special message that I am sending out to you. You, the person who is the beginner, who are getting excited. You're seeing every day the stock market going up, never comes down, keeps going up because of the tremendous stimulus that the president is putting into this market. He wants to continue this market going up while the economy's going down. And that's what it's doing. The economy's going straight down. You know, banks right now, worst ever. They've gone down 40%. I mean, everything's going down. Companies aren't making money, but the stock market's still going up. And you got to be very, very careful when you get into a market like this. You got to know when to get out, and that's where we come in. So if you're a beginner and you want to start learning how to invest stocks properly and have the comfort level of knowing when to get out, when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out, contact us at philsgang.com. Join today, free for 10 days. What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call, 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
And welcome back to Phil's Gang. I want you to think about this. During the break, I did some numbers. Our owners, the 1/100th of 1 percentile, they control the Federal Reserve, they control Congress, they control everything. Now, if you go back to 2008, they increased our debt 200%, promising us it would benefit all of us, 200%. They grew the economy only 2%, but they grew the stock market 475%. That means Main Street didn't benefit. Most people aren't in the stock market. Even worse, let's go from March 2020, after the market crashed, from February of 2020. It went down 34% in 22 days. From March 2020 to today, that's an 80% gain in the market, 80% gain in the market. And they put in more than $8 trillion. $8 trillion. Now they're adding to the debt we already had. $8 trillion. So in other words, they increased the debt by 200%. That's without this new debt of 80%. So all of this debt was to do one thing: to drive the stock market up. So now they're sitting there with a pot of $22 trillion. We'll use the top 10%. Main Street got nothing out of it. But what you did get out of it is the debt of 200% growth. Think about that. Debt of 200%. And plus the debt increase between March of 2020 and today. So what does that mean? That means there's no benefit for you because that debt has grown so much. The debt killed you. And this was all printing of money, which means every dollar in your wallet has gone down in value. So your purchasing power is less. You got to pay more for everything. Every time they print money, that means the money in your wallet is worth less. So now, $22 trillion in gains. Remember, that's not from 2008 to now. That's from March of 2020 to now. $22 trillion, and you got none of that. Well, I'm in a 401k. 50% of the people in 401k don't even participate. If you take half of the over half of 401ks don't participate. They don't participate. The people who have them. The other half don't have them. The people who do have them, the other half that have them, they don't even, few participate. About half of them participate, if that. So everything they've been telling you is one big lie. So what you got to know about the stock market is they're doing, and they'll keep doing this. This has been going on since 2008. And look at the money they're making, a fortune. This is going to continue until it can't continue anymore. What stops it from continuing? The inflation. Because yields go up, interest rates. And interest rates kill what? The big tech companies. And when the big tech companies, they're going to be the first ones they're going to drop. Because remember, the tech companies have a real problem when interest rates go up. Because those earnings get affected today, and people sell those right away. So as yields keep going up, and they're going to keep going up, my bet we're going to be at 2, 3, maybe even 4%. Maybe they'll be lucky and they can get us to October. Because now Biden's going to come in and he's going to do more stimulus. They said he's going to do 3 more stimulus packages, which is going to be even more debt. He'll probably add on the $8 trillion, another $8 trillion. And what does that do? Inflation. What does that do? That kills the big tech stocks. The big tech stocks are what drives the stock market. The big tech stocks drives about 23% of the S&P. The way the big tech goes, the way the market goes. And we're already seeing it starting to roll over. So what you need to do to make money, you can make fabulous money in the market if you just know what you're doing. Anybody can get in and make money while they keep on printing money, creating more debt, throw it at the stock market, don't throw it at the economy. I mean, my God. Talk about impeachment. I mean, the whole Congress should be impeached for letting our debt grow that much. Are you kidding me? Our debt grow, 200%? And our economy grows 2%? Someone should be responsible for that. But remember, those in Congress, half of the people in Congress are millionaires. They're benefiting from all of this. So all I can do is reach out to you and tell you, I've been doing this for 51 years. Okay, 51 years I've been doing this. Been on this earth for 75. And I'll reach out and I'll help you like I've helped thousands of our gang members. That you're going to know when to get in and you're going to know when to get out. And you're going to take advantage of this. If he's going to do 3 or 4 more stimulus deals, the market's going to keep going up. And then you got to keep watching the inflation and you keep watching the yields. And when those yields, I think today the yields were at 1.66 or something like that. 1.63. The highest they got, remember last week, was 1.72. And then remember the market, the big tech dropped 10%. We had a big drop, 10%, in the big tech going back on February 16th down to March 5th, 2021, just a little while ago. Why? Because the yields were too much. But now they're telling you, oh, don't worry about the yields. Don't worry about the yields because we have no inflation. That's a lie, because higher yields brings higher inflation. And they're saying, well, we know that, but it's temporary. So they keep setting this up, and the people don't know the difference, just like they didn't know the stock market wasn't the economy. They all believe the stock market reflected how well the economy's doing. And all they heard every day, new highs, all-time new highs. They thought, great, I'm going to buy a new car, I'm going to buy a boat, I'm going to buy this, buy that, because the economy's doing terrific. No, the economy wasn't doing anything. The economy, they couldn't even get the economy to 3%. And people were borrowing because their wages aren't going up. But they think, well, the market's going up, everything's got to be okay, I'm going to buy a new house. This is how all crashes occur. And you think we're going to be saved? The stock god's going to come down and save us, that there's not going to be a crash? This is the worst market. Meaning stocks have never been this overbought. But there's an advantage here for you. You should be able to make money when the market goes up, when they push it up. I don't care how they do it, how much money they throw at it. You want to be making money on the way up. And you can. You just got to know when to get out. And when they keep extending it, we play momentum, the momentum trades. Back in March of 2020, we bought stocks discounted big time. We bought oil, casinos, we bought banks, we bought all these big discounted stocks back in March 2020. And then the other day, when we came back from Easter, remember the Monday, the market just screamed up because we had 933,000 new jobs. Those aren't new jobs. Those are the old jobs coming back. And then since then, the market's still been going up. And here, we're in it. We're in the market. I'm not going to fight it. We'll play the momentum. My charts were green, so we bought Facebook, Google, Costco, Lowe's. We bought new. We're not going to be out of the market. But the key is, the difference is, we know when to get out of the market. So that's where we stand with the stock market. Yes, it's heading for a crash. There's no question. And inflation is not temporary. I can tell you that right now. And the people that are going to get really crushed are people that have mutual funds. You're going to get crushed again. You get crushed every time because you have no idea what you're doing. And you're totally depending on the people who destroy you to make money for themselves. We had the PPI come in. We had the CPI come in. All fake. All fake, because they leave, especially the CPI, they leave almost everything out. So go to my site, philsgang.com, and try the color-coded chart free for 10 days. Get your membership free for 10 days. And for you people who have a mutual fund, go to my site, philsgang.com, and sign up for 30 days free, your mutual fund tractor. There's nothing like it out there. I'll tell you when to get out, as well as when to get in. See you on the chart.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's